Here we go. The 6AX Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo.
Nat, you may recall late last year, we had a chat with this gentleman when he was wrapping up his 22-year career as the sports guy on Sunrise. It is our pleasure to welcome to the Classic Brekkie, Mark Beretta. Hello, mate.
Good morning, legends. How are you?
Well, we're good. We're thankful that finally we got somebody who knows a little bit about sport.
Because Nat's been trying to pass herself off as the sports guy for a while, but unless it's the Matildas and the Freo Dockers, there's not much else going on.
Nat, I've heard you very good, Nat, and two good choices there in the Matildas and the Dockers, so
There you
well
go.
done.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, mate, personal question for you. First of all, we're 6-7 months since you wrapped up the TV gig. Are you enjoying the sleep-ins?
I really am, thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. You guys would appreciate it, but 22 years of 3 o'clock alarm calls, it sort of wears you down a little bit, and it becomes a bit like jet lag every day. But having said that, I loved it. I loved every minute on Sunrise and had some incredible experiences I could never have done without being part of Sunrise. And I left with just amazing memories, but it just felt like the right time to jump out and do a few other things and see a bit of Australia and spend some time with my mum, and really happy. And I honestly feel like a new man, like getting sleep at that time of the day just changes your life.
And you were starting to look a little bit like Keith Richards, so I think...
Oh, wow.
I think the sleep-ins are going to do you a world of good, Mark.
Wow. We're very happy that we get to use your expertise, especially given that there is a FIFA World Cup going on. So first game this morning, Mexico, South Africa. Give us some feedback, some insight.
How good that World Cup is underway. I mean, this is a massive international event. Let's do the game first. Mexico have dominated, simple as that. 2-0 winners over South Africa.
Yeah.
Never in any doubt. Hometown, magnificent crowd support. The intensity of the fans was unbelievable. They were just going crazy in Mexico City. South Africa, they had opportunities but just couldn't get it done. They had a red card in the second half. Mexico just had a red card in the second half as well. So it was pretty fiery, feisty sort of clash first up, but it gets the World Cup underway, which is great. Mexico is one of the big 3 host cities. Very excited to get that win, and their fans will be pretty excited. Plus, they looked really good. You know, they're going to be hard to beat from here on in, so they will be a big contender. But exciting times for Australia too. I mean, we kick off tomorrow. Can't wait against Turkey in Vancouver. It is a big one. It's the first time that the World Cup has had 48 teams, which is massive. Of course, the knockout stages to come. We've got 12 group winners go through and 12 runners-up go through, and the 8 best go into the next group of 32. So hopefully Australia can be part of that. Of course, in 2006 and 2022, we made it to the round of 16, so we made it a couple of rounds in, but love to do that or go even better. So fingers crossed for the Australians. A couple of quick notes, though. The highest paid player at the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo, $300 million. He gets $235 million on the field and $65 million off the field. He is estimated to be worth about $2 billion in his total assets. So he's going okay, and of course he'll captain Portugal. So and Lionel Messi is the other big player too. He's about $135 million. He's not far behind, and he will captain Argentina. So you've got 2 of the biggest players, 2 of sports' biggest earners and biggest names out there in the World Cup.
Yeah, but are they happy, mate?
I think they're happy.
Yeah, I think they're going all right. Mate, there's not just World Cup. Of course, there is AFL, Nats Dockers riding high at the moment. And then you've got Rugby League State of Origin Game 2 next Wednesday in Melbourne. So can you hang around for us? We'll come back and have a chat about those.
I would be delighted. Thank you.
Nat and Westo, the only way to start your morning. The Classic Breakfast on 6AX.
Our first run with our new sports guy, Nat, Mark Beretta, after 22 years on Sunrise. So we are, Berett's about to chat AFL and Rugby League State of Origin. But first, mate, Nat's got another World Cup question for you.
Listen, Australia, USA, Turkey, Paraguay. That's the group stage. Have you got a pick as to who's going to come out on top?
Oh, look, my gut feel is Australia. Hopefully we'll finish 2nd or 3rd in that group. If we do, we look like we'll play Egypt in the next round, but that's not an easy group. You know, we've been drawn in a tough one. I mean, the USA are going to be strong. Paraguay are going to be strong. Turkey's no slouch either, so it's a tough group. My gut feel, 2nd or 3rd for us. That's my rough guess, Nat.
All right. And I respect that, Beretts, wholeheartedly. However, there is a dog, a Corgi. He says you're wrong. What happens is he's on the top of the steps. He has to use the basketball to predict the winners of the group. And he has predicted that in 4th, Paraguay, 3rd will be Turkey, USA will be 2nd, and Australia will finish top of their group stage.
Wow.
All right.
Nat, I'm not unhappy with that, Nat. I can go with that, no problem.
Well, you heard it here first.
All right. Well, let's see what Beretts and the Corgi have got to say about the AFL, specifically your boys, the Dockers. What do you got for us in this round of footy? And, of course, State of Origin coming up as well.
flying high, the Dockers, aren't they? Gee, I love Mason Cox, comes from Collingwood, lands at Freo, and they shoot to top of the ladder. What a great story he's been. Absolutely fantastic. But, Nat, good news for your guys. Boy, they just look fantastic at the moment, no doubt about it. Look, you can have a bit of a rest this weekend, put your feet up and watch the rest of the competition unfold. Eagles at home, Optus Stadium to North Melbourne. Critical match this one. I mean, Eagles are 16th on the ladder, North Melbourne are 14th. Both of them, they've got to move now. You know, they've got to get this one and get some momentum. So to make finals in 24 rounds of competition, you've got to win 12 games. So the Eagles at the moment are sitting about 4 wins. So they've got 8 games to still win ahead of them. 12 rounds to go. It's doable, but they've really got to pick up and go. So the other big news in footy too is Gather Round staying in Adelaide for 3 more years. That was a big announcement. Interesting. I think in time Gather Round will grow to a point where it needs to go somewhere else.
Move out, yeah.
It'd be great to see it go to the West. I mean, Optus Stadium is such a magnificent stadium, probably my favourite stadium in the country. So it'd be great to see it come there. So, but we'll see. You know, 3 more years in Adelaide, which they are just crazy about in South Australia, which is good for them. The other big one, of course, coming up Wednesday night, State of Origin 2 for all the rugby league fans. This is massive. You know, there's no rivalry like State of Origin anywhere in the world. New South Wales versus Queensland. It's just so passionate. The fans love it. It'll be chock-a-block at the MCG. There'll be 90,000 plus in there and just a magnificent spectacle. So New South Wales, they stole the win in Origin 1. They got the win there 22-20.
Yeah.
They were down the whole game. They were down something like 20-6 at halftime and reeled it back in, which was incredible. They've got to get this next one because apart from that, Game 3 is up at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane.
Yeah.
That is the toughest ask in sport, I reckon, is going up there to beat the Queenslanders on their home soil. So big one for New South Wales. Of course, Billy Slater and his Queensland team, they have got to get the win to keep the series alive. So a lot on the line. You couldn't get a better venue. It is going to be a cracker on Wednesday night, State of Origin.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker at my house too because my best mate's a Blues supporter and I'm going for Queensland. So argy-bargy at my place Wednesday night.
Well, we'll find out on Wednesday. The stats would say that it's in favour of New South Wales. What is it, Brett? 70-odd% of the time, whoever wins the first match wins the series.
Yeah,
So,
and how about this? New South Wales' winning run at the MCG is 86%. They love the G.
Okay.
so we'll see. Mate, it is an absolute pleasure getting you on board. Looking forward to doing this again on a regular basis. So Mark Beretta, appreciate it.
Oh, Nat Westo, thanks for having me. Look forward to chatting next week. More great sport.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
The Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo. Weekday mornings from 5:30 on 6AX.
I'm done. Stick a fork in me.